Is almost a relegation fight when you put it at that. Just trying to separate themselves in that way. And immediately you can see Helper, forcing this fight. Linderong with the slice and dice away. The flash stunt is actually going to hit, and the Cocoon follow-up will be first blood going over to Malrong.
And line in the bottom lane here where we see Jin going with boots at his first item. And here's Elise. She's got Mobies.
Yeah, Moby's coming on in, and the flash away already from Songyun. Magical Journey up against that wall. Songyun is going to try to flash into it, but the follow-up Cocoon will be another kill going over to your main girl, Elise.
Oh, she's off to a fantastic start. Great purchase there for the boots, and we're talking about where she's going, and now she's in mid.
Oh, and the exhaust coming down from Septid. Malrong looking for that repel on in, and there's just nothing here for Mickey. He has no summoners. Even Shen coming in just to make sure. And they're going to give the kill over to Helper even. And that's going to be a third kill that Malrong has been part of.
Cocoon, he's so close to dying.
Looking forward, just going for the straight Cocoon, the max range. They will jump on in. Nice shockwave is dodged though by the repel. Septid this time able to pick up the kill. Spawns, okay, we have Mighty Bear coming up now, but I can't help but feel he's a little bit too late. This taunt into the Cocoon, the easiest setup you've ever seen. And that's going to be another kill going over to Ever8.
Increasing the total gold will only help stall out the game even more. It does allow Septid to snowball so hard with that Youmuu's, a build that typically it's Blade of the Ruined King. So he goes Youmuu's, and now Mickey's just 0-3-0 with no chance of damage added lane to at least threaten to have control of that side. And we have an attempt on Key.
Ooh, just barely not going to be close enough. Although he is jumping on in. Here's Helper with the Stand United trying to make a play. Does miss the taunt, it looks like, onto Songyun. Coming on in, the big knock up, and it looks like Songyun will be the one member to go down on that big chase. And maybe Songyun just respawned, is up in the top lane. Just going to have to hand this one over. And you were talking about, hey, there's not any more of these outer turrets.
The spiders in my house. You know, I used to have a Black Widow infestation one day.
That sounds terrible. And Helper in a pretty terrible spot here. We'll see if his team can get over. Does lay down that zone. Can't get hit for a while, but he's all alone against 4. And Ever8, they're just going to leave him to the wolves.
He's just wandering out into the jungle. Trying to hear by ROX Tigers choosing to trade objectives. Last time around,
well, he's shown that he is perhaps the weak link so far. Looking to land that stun. They do get it into the Tempered Fate. Nice setup here from Key. Can they follow up? Looks like they should be able to get this kill. Let's see the response from Ever8 on the rest of the team.
Squatted out like a bug. She does not have any armor and is not building anytime soon.
Okay, Ella with the face check. Seems to be okay as Septid is going in. Will flash the shockwave. Mickey in a lot of trouble here. Teleport even used, forced to cancel. So Mickey once again caught out in the top lane.
In there and start getting vision that will allow them to go for a Baron. And
really like that Baron. And here comes Ella finally trying to push on in all by his lonesome. And you're talking about going for the globals. They're going for Linderong's teleport here. Can they take him out? Looks like he will flash the wall. Cullen coming out, and Septid will get that kill off of the back of that. And
earlier in the MIA call on Septid, they still don't have much vision around red side.
Oh, look at this. Mickey all by his lonesome again, gets caught out. Now
Ella zone out Gragas, and there is no steal, then this one can be written down in the books.
Yeah, gotta take down that Baron.
Moriana, so they need a crazy shockwave if they are to win this one.
That's really the play. When you're going up against a Braum, it's not going to be all that easy. Back from the base, does land that taunt. That's going to be the second inhibitor going down for the ROX Tigers. Yeah, so now we're sitting on a 10,000 gold lead. Key. He might have stepped one step too far. And he is going to be taken out here. Septid now legendary.
He being down.
Ella at this point really secure to just step on some traps too. And there it is, opened up the curtain call. Coming from the right side is Septid and Helper looking to take out some more members. Helper, though, maybe going a little bit too far. Looks like he will survive, though, and they get the turret, which is really what they're looking for.
What a great move from Ella there. Dropping that unbreakable final moment to deny the cast from Mighty Bear. The wards, he's trolling. He's trolling, he's trolling. Did he just ult his own wards? No, it's the double wards from Duel, from Ever.
And Look at that, they're setting something up in the brush, trying to get onto Septed. They will land that. The immediate stand united, but he will get taken out into the cast. You see that tempered fate into the shockwave. Is this the return of the ROX Tigers?
Oh my god.
That's gonna be 4 kills going over to the ROX Tigers as they do defend their base for now. Looking for it. It looks like he's decided against it. He doesn't have any vision. And he's just going to let that one go. So the ROX Tigers do pick up Baron, but again, in the base, they're well, but I know a lot of you guys are waiting for that matchup at the same time while tuning in early. Shout outs to you guys. And here we go, Ever8. They're pushing in, but look at this Temper Fate. That's another 2 members taken out. Will we see a Shockwave follow-up? Looks like it will just go on to Ella, who is taken out. But again, Key does feed himself, so trading 1 for 1. Both the supports going down. Everybody rotating top from the ROX Tigers, and no respect for the Elder Drake. They will just have to give it up. Malrong got a small hit onto Mighty Bear. Does go off from the curtain call. Mickey, though, pretty low. Really nice shockwave onto Duel, but he's going to pay for it as Septed runs in and takes him out. Here's Helper in the front, looking to tank for his team. Linderong all alone, going to be stun locked for basically 5 seconds and taken out, and that should be the end of the game.
Mickey.
Okay, we'll hold that thought. They're going on in. They will take out Key, and Songyun is the real Key. They do take him out, and down goes the Nexus. Game number 1 in 41 minutes to Ever8.
Sides of relief there on the side of Ever.
The names here are flipped, guys. Actually, Septed is the one playing the cast. Should be some missing pings in the mid lane. Already did see it, and you can see that Ella and Duel, they're already backing off, but not far enough. And here we go, the tether into the flash. Teleport coming in from Helper. Key eating a ton of damage, will be forced to burn that heal. Meanwhile, this Linderong on the run is forced to flash that wall. And it doesn't look like it's over there. They do get that trap onto Ella. The Grey Health does come in. Key tanking it for quite a while. There's the tether onto Duel. Exhaust coming in and a double kill given over to Songyun.
Here comes Septed, but he's got nothing to do. That's a level 5 casted and just beautifully orchestrated from the ROX Tigers. Going for the build that gets you HP and enough cooldown reduction, because Gragas benefits so much from that. Wow, the damage of Linderang.
Okay, coming on in, and it's harder to dodge this time. Malrong.
Holy crap.
You're not getting away from this, Rek'Sai.
And we saw it previously on 7-11, so now here's 7-12, and
looks very... No, it's hard to get away from the Rek'Sai in the beginning. Even so, and here comes the chase on the Mickey. They're looking for it. Can he actually get out here? No. He does not have the flash. And looks like they really wanted to give that kill over to Septed too.
Get out of that situation, but they don't have enough people to wave clear this just yet, but they won't lose a turret now.
Oh, the chunking onto Duel. That was really nicely targeted by Mickey to get onto that backline. Here comes Assassin Rek'Sai, level 10, looking to get onto that backline. This is opened up, the TP from behind. Malrong getting on top of that Key. Look at how much damage he takes. The flash will get him away. Septed trying to pick him up, but he can't. And look at that, over on the left side, Malrong all alone being taken out by Songyun and Sungwon. And one other person over there, can't really see. It looks like Key is actually going to get away. And Septed going a little bit too far. In comes Linderong trying to clean up the crew. Looks like at least Septed was able to pick him off, and Songyun with a nice snipe there.
Classic assassin syndrome there. You got Rek'Sai thinking she can take the whole team by herself.
On the side of Ever8, they have an okay amount of armor, I suppose. They got a couple of tabbies. That's about it. We have another fight starting here. They're trying to get onto that Caitlyn, but look at all those shields. You're not going to kill him. Here comes Malrong with a huge kick away from Sungwon to save his life. Songyun is still alive. He will finally go down, but it looks like Septed might pay for his life with it. Nice job there, holding on to that second Q by Sungwon. Septed doing his best to carry on a not super fed Kassadin. Has the majority of his kills, but Duel forced to be eaten up. But the big kick coming in here from Sungwon. They're looking for the double kill here. Can they convert? They will get Duel, and they will get Ella. Double kill going over to Sungwon.
Truck.
Like a truck, okay. Like a car.
No, it's
like a rocket launcher. That's what it looks like he's holding now with that new pulse fire skin. And you can see just nice siege with all the traps here from Caitlyn. And looking to set up another line. and slowly pick away at that inhibitor. Ever8, they're just not confident to take this fight.
They know they don't have the damage to do it. They're just going to give this away. Duel's already at under half HP. If they lose a fight here, the game's over.
Yeah, Unbreakable comes out the second Helper was thinking about engaging to really discourage that. Two inhibitors going down. ROX, they don't even want the Baron. They're just saying, hey, we want to push our advantage right now. We're not waiting any longer.
It's awesome when teams do this, but they don't realize, oh!
Boom, the dunk right there from Linderong. Just no hope for Helper at this point. And are they going to try to end the game here? Trying to make this the shortest League of Legends game we've had in LCK all split?
I believe they are.
Because we're only at 23 minutes, guys. Curtain call opens up. In the front are the tanky members. The big shield coming through from Mickey. Really, Duel is just tickling them at this point. And still, Helper's not up. They're going to take down one Nexus turret. The other one is quite low. They're looking for the end. That is going to be the second Nexus turret falling down. Ever just falling like flies right now. Can't even get close. Septed trying to come from behind. Mickey even flashing in. But as long as they hit that Nexus, this should be game number 2. Linderong doing his best. Expect a impression. Trying to take this out. He doesn't even get to do it. That's going to do it. Tied up at 1 is this series.
In under 24 minutes, they didn't even so much their way dealing with a late game Twitch and no protection. He does not have his equalizer available.
He sees this. Yeah, and now coming on in. Mickey with the Weaver's Wall trying to poke. Helper is dodging quite nice. He's going to flash the wall. There's no more knockup, but here comes the exhaust. The flash in from Renekton, but Septed trying to come in and be the hero now with the big stun to help out his buddy Rumble.
What a great move there from Septed. Reads the play. It looks like it's not done yet as Twitch is here.
The 5-man in top, and look at this. The tower is being pushed. But Songyun has been spotted. Helper in a bad spot. That will be first blood, as he couldn't escape from that one.
The classic ROX Tigers move, just 5-man anywhere, and it works.
What?
So, a bit of a misplay. I'm going to say that I think he could have had that.
Yeah, I would have to agree, but here comes the hero Malrong trying to make it work onto someone, but he's taking a lot of damage, and finally, Septed able to pick up a kill with the poison on the back end.
Come to that.
Spotting Mickey here, and look at how much he's already chunking him down. Exhaust forced to come out, missing that knockup with the side of his love, and there is Ella coming in from the bottom lane many times. And it looks like ROX actually do see him with the ward there at the top of the pit. So they're trying to collapse. Will they get there in time? It doesn't look like it. Just not collapsing soon enough. Can they actually kill him is the question. Looks like Ella going for the flash. Can't get the Devourer off. And here's Songyun in the perfect Weaver's Wall, trying to come from behind. Meanwhile, Septed trying to make something happen all by himself, but he will be taken out. Now Ella trying to go for the Devourer onto Songyun. Lots of low members on the side of ROX, but Ever just cannot clean up.
And Septed can take that battle safe for the exhaust on Lulu, so that's a critical ability in there.
Uh-oh, Linderong in a heap of trouble. Equalizer coming down, slice and dice. Can't get him out of the way, even though the Q of the Lee Sin does miss. Linderong, 1v4, cannot make it work. And for not all that much, no summoners, nothing really. Trying to engage on here. This avoids from behind. Perhaps Septed is all alone. He's trying to do something. I swear this has happened so many times in this series where one person just gets caught out alone.
You need to at least a 1-for-1.
Okay, there's the Abyssal Voyage, but it's Malrong and Ella all alone. The immediate Devourer saying, hey, we got to get out of here. Throws him into him. They're looking for the kill onto Mickey. Getting extremely low. One more hit will do it. Finally, Ella able to tongue slap him to death. And they will just trade the 1-for-1. Yeah, I thought he was actually going to walk in there. Solo queue revisited. No.
Here's a teleport.
No. Coming from behind, all the pings going down. Linderong is spotted, looking for Duel. Can he get on top of him, trying to actually stun him, but look at Mickey actually getting knocked off the wall. Wild Growth is going to keep him alive for now. Does knock down that wall. Meanwhile, up in the top left, Linderong was trying to go 1v3 and does get taken out. Equalizer coming down. Songyun taking a bit of damage. Him and Key at half health, trying to just kite as much as possible. The big flash forward from Septic, trying to get a couple of kills. That'll net them 3, and that should be the Baron going over to Ever8.
Different targets. They immediately have Renekton and teleport behind, but he's going into Atam Canch with nobody close to follow through. At ROX had game 1, they have a composition that can make it to the late game and have a huge team fighting impact, but they just refuse to go for that time.
Oh, looking for Septic here. He stepped a little bit too close to the Gragas. They will take him out. Look at Songyun in the back, totally protected. Deadly Flourish trying to save Ella's life. They might just leave him to the Wolves here. Even opening up that curtain call. Not going to do all that much, just a bit of poke damage. Forced to give up 2 members. Let's see when they decide to do it. Moving forward onto the Malarong. Weaver's World comes out, and look at that. Helper all alone. Should be able to get him after that. Zonya is nicely timed by Sungwon, and they get another pick. Looking for that Weaver's Wall behind. Kind of an awkward angle, and there it is. Looking for Septid. He bounces on the left side of the wall, so they cannot get him. Weaver's Wall won't connect this time.
So here's how Ever should probably play this fight. You gotta kick Twitch out.
Okay, they try to get that stun, the immediate QSS, and he gets bopped down all alone, and Key sitting on top of that Rumble ultimate is not going to survive either. They trade back 1 kill onto Malarong, but the rest of them, they're on the run. Linderong is going to be slowed up. Septid going deep, looking for that kill. He's going to pay for it with his life. Mistakes across the board.
What?
Linderong trying to TP. I spoke too soon. And as they're now going for the Baron, they have this Mountain Drake. They're pulling it down so fast. ROX just can't get there in time. Weaver's Wall comes down, but there's just no follow-up. All 5 members of Ever8 looking to get out of this one. They're waiting in the brush. They're saying, okay, if you want to fight, we can do this. Mickey from the left side looking for that seismic shove. Rumble just going to be eaten up by Ella here. And Mickey's still coming from behind. Still looking for this. Big redemption here. Malarong on the right side looking for the Twitch, but uh-oh, where did Duel go? He just disappeared, and Songyun, this time he's got the peel, looking to take down that entire backline, and all of a sudden, Ever8, they're just being torn apart by the ROX Tigers. Malarong trying to be a hero, looking for 1 kill if he can. Looks like he will be able to get it. Can he actually get out of this one? Songyun still on the chase. Nice slow there from the Glitterlands. And they will be able to get the ace over the ROX Tigers.
And we can tell what team is ever watching. It's Longju, the one, or Afrika, the one team that ends up taking Baron and dies right away. They had everything.
Back off. They know they've gotten a huge lead now, and even Mickey just gonna get out of here on that Weaver's Wall. Wants to do a bit more pushing.
Getting some vision down on the minimap. He's just, wait. Okay,
he's trying to buy time.
Yeah, he's stalling it out.
Yeah.
Elves.
They don't have any control wards left over. If you look at the inventory of the Tigers versus Ever8, they have a lot. And oh boy, could be a pick here onto Ella and Duel as well. The equalizer comes in, but Linderong from the side. They are going to take out Ella and Duel. The 2-for-1 here. Key trying to be taken out, but look at that damage from Songyun. Septic can't even get close. Helper all alone will surely meet the same fate, and that should be the game going over to the ROX Tigers.
What are they doing? They're standing in mid lane by themselves. There's a Twitch missing, and Songyun just pulls the trigger right away.
I guess outside of the game 2, which was one of the shorter ones, but 2 long games, as the Tigers do eventually take out the series in a 2-1 victory.
And so much of it was the ROX Tigers being aggressive. They were the